Hello, my name is Greg Dodds, and I'm the chair of the Department of History and Philosophy, and I am standing here on the campus of Walla Walla University. It is absolutely beautiful right now. I wish so much that you could be here to join us, and I do hope to see you here soon. When I was a college student, I could never decide what I wanted to study. I'm interested in almost everything, whether it is science or technology, whether it's medicine or business. I like all fields of study. I'm just a deeply curious person, and history is literally everything. It's everything before right now. And if you want to understand anything in the world in any discipline, you have to study history, at least in some form. That's how we understand ourselves. That's how we understand institutions. Literally everything we know is based on our analysis of the past in one form or another. And so it just drew me in. I wanted to understand the world. I wanted to understand life. And for me, the way to do that was through studying history. And I just find it endlessly fascinating. It's always surprising. There's always something new. We have all sorts of assumptions about the past, and then you dig into something and you discover that your assumptions are completely wrong. There's a whole different side, and that always excites me. I just love studying history, and I think it gives us perspective and an old-fashioned word that we don't talk about much anymore, and that's wisdom. And I think that our students develop wisdom when they study in the humanities and when they study history, and what could be more valuable that they take with them when they go out into the world.
Hi, my name is Hayden Sherrill. I'm a sophomore history and business major at Walla Walla University. I was born and raised in Keene, Texas, but now I live in the greater Portland area.
In our department, we have a history major, we have a humanities major, we have a legal studies minor, a history minor, and a philosophy minor. We have a highly regarded faculty who are scholars and professionals in their field. We get along great. We love to have students here to be involved in history club and the legal studies club.
My favorite thing overall about the history major has definitely been the professors. The professors are always open to talk to people, to work with people. I think that they're great lecturers, very interesting to listen to. The department as a whole is a very tight-knit group because there's not a lot of history majors, and so it's a very good community to work ourselves into. So yeah, I love being a history major.
As you are looking for a school to attend, I think that one of the things you should really focus on is a small school, a school where you can get to know students, where you can get to know the faculty, where you can get involved in leadership positions and make a real difference. So students come to our department for a wide variety of reasons, whether they're interested in history or philosophy. Many of them want to study law.
If someone is in high school considering becoming a history major right now, the thing that I would recommend to you would be to read books about history. I didn't do a ton of that. I loved history. I still love history. But definitely there's a lot of reading in the major, and I really enjoy the reading that we have done so far. I really enjoy the textbooks. So I would encourage you to, if it seems like something that you're interested in, to test yourself, to see if you really enjoy reading books about history, a variety of topics, find what topics really interest you.
So what should you be doing right now to prepare for university, for history, for legal studies, for the humanities? You should be reading, you should be thinking. That's what matters the most, and that's what we teach here as well. Right now, the world is going through a crisis, but it's not the first crisis that the world has gone through. There have been other plagues, there have been other pandemics, there have been other global crises. Studying history, studying the humanities gives you perspectives, helps you understand different cultures, different parts of the world, and perhaps what are some of the pitfalls and successes that we could look forward to as we come out of these crises. If you study here at Walla Walla University, you'll be learning the skills that are going to be more important than ever in the world and as we go into the future.
As a history major, one of my favorite classes that I've taken so far is called History of Christianity. It's a class taught by Dr. Greg Dodds. He's the chair of the history department. He's a great professor, great lecturer. I love listening to him every day in class, and I think he structures his classes very well. I was very interested in this class more so after getting to the first day of class, because looking at it, it sounded like it was going to be a religion-heavy class where I was going to hear about beliefs and things like that, which I did, but it wasn't like a Bible class in a sense. What I found from this class was that the focus was really on the history of the Christian church, and a lot of the things that we ignore, the things that we choose to not talk about that are definitely challenging or problematic with the church, and also how a lot of beliefs came to develop and how a lot of those beliefs didn't even come from the Bible. And so I'm a Christian, and so a lot of the things that I learned in that class really made me think about why we believe the things we do and how this history of the Christian church changes politics and anything like that today.
We have a number of students working on some fascinating projects right now. Several of our students are writing their senior projects, others are working on internships. We have students doing local history, we have students doing history of the Middle Ages. We have some students working in legal studies, working on their senior projects in relation to Supreme Court cases and other aspects of constitutional law. Our students are engaged in research, in writing. In terms of our graduates, after they've finished here at Walla Walla University, I've been here over 15 years. And in those 15 years, not one single student in our department, whether it was in legal studies, philosophy, history, or the other humanities, has not gotten into a graduate school program. That's batting 100%, and we are really proud of that. It's the relationships that we develop here, the letters of recommendation, that have made that difference. We have had students go to Harvard University, to UCLA, to Berkeley, to University of Washington, all across the country. Gonzaga was a recent one where someone just went to. Good student of ours just got into Stanford University. We have had students get into outstanding graduate programs all across the country. And it's the preparation that they received here at Walla Walla University that helped them do that. They report back that they are ahead of where other students are coming from other universities. What you learn if you study the humanities are critical thinking skills, you learn research skills, writing skills, you learn how to work in the complex world that we now live in. Those skills are invaluable, and we focus on helping students achieve their goals, develop those skills. And I think one of the most important things that you would gain by coming to Walla Walla University and to a department like ours is the relationships that you develop with professors and other students. Those relationships are huge. They help you find your first internship, your first job. Those are the professors that write your letters of recommendation to graduate school. It's those relationships that make all the difference for your future. So we are thinking about what you will do when you graduate from here, but while you are here, this is a family. This is a community. We have students over to our house. We have events on campus. Obviously, those are going to be a little bit further down in the future because of what's going on right now, but we are absolutely excited to get back to that as soon as we possibly can. And in the meantime, it's virtual family. It's a virtual community. I'm already talking with my students, engaging with them, and we're having a good time in our classes, even though we can't meet physically. That's going to happen again soon, but for now, our community has not disappeared. It matters. It's important. And if you join our family here, we will look out for your future, we'll look out for your education, and we will get to know you. And those relationships last a very long time.